fixture of this season's campaign. Saints being led out today. Match day mascot is Wayne Hazelden. He's 5 years of age and he attends Nicholmere Primary School in Ashton. He's an avid Saints fan. He goes away both home, should I say he goes both home and away with his family. His favourite players are Paul Loughlin and Alan Hunt, and Wayne plays rugby for St Helens Crusaders under 8s. And he played his first game of rugby when he was only 4 years old. So he's one right in the mould there. He's out there with one of his favourites, Paul Loughlin, as Paul limbers up. And Saints looking to get 2 points on the board this afternoon, obviously going down at Hull. And we had the chances last week, but a big day there. Young Wayne Hazelden, I think, I don't know whether Wayne's actually been mascot before, but I'm sure his brother has. He's here again, a big day for him. Paul Loughlin there just with him, as I said, as the Bradford team take the pitch now. I'll just go through the teams for you. Saints 1 Connolly, 2 Hunt, 3 Griffiths, 4 Loughlin, 5 Quirk, Fairclough and Devine are the half-back pairing, with the forwards Ward, Groves and Mann. Phil Weaver's in the second row with Paul Jones and Shane Cooper at 13. Mark Bailey at 14 and Paul Farber at substitute forward for the Saints. The Bradford side, number 1 Wilkinson, 2 Cardle, 3 McGowan, 4 Marchant, 5 Gill, 6 Simpson, 7 Ighty, 8 Richards, 9 Noble, 10 Hamer, 11 Medley, 12 Frank, with the David Hobbs at 13, with the substitutes Mark Wilson at 14 and Darryl Shelford at 15. Today's match day official is John Whitelam from Hull, and today's match is being sponsored by British Gas, and Rex Freeman and his guests in the sponsors box this afternoon. Looking forward to a good game. So we wish Rex Freeman and his guests from British Gas all the best this afternoon. It's a fine day, a good day for open rugby. The match day officials there, centre field, with captain David Hobbs and Shane Cooper, both loose forwards at captain. As I said, today's match day official is John Whitelam from Hull, with Mr Easter with the yellow flag and Mr Randerson with the red flag. Both teams looking for the first points in the league campaign. Both teams going down last week. Saints went down 20 points to 14 at Hull, and Widnes beat Bradford at the Oddsall by 14 points to 10. A fine day, good ground there. A credit to Eric Edwards and his staff. Bradford kick-off, and as we are underway, I must apologise for any stanchions that are in your way. You're not used to anything like this here at Nosey Road, but a new gantry is being built for the video just in front of us and to the left, up to the Eddington stand, and they'll constantly come into view, hopefully in this first half when Saints are scoring at that end. Kevin Ward bursting through now, flicks it inside, Groves is there, Saints on the charge. Good play from Ward, Saints back it up. Bradford are penalised, holding down in the tackle. Looks like Roger Simpson. No, I beg your pardon, it's Craig Richards. So Saints getting the first penalty after just 40 seconds of play. Saints bursting through there, and it was Groves there, ever alert. He follows the man with the ball. Groves gets us underway. On to Kevin Ward now in the Bradford 25. Bursting his way through. 15 yards from the Bradford line. Saints in possession, moving it right. On to Paul Jones. Had to take it, stood still though. Easily tackled, centre field. George Mann, diagonal run. Mann! Oh, Beavers was with him. Mann couldn't release it. Shane Cooper, Loughlin. Kicks it through for Quirk. It's just too deep. Goes dead, a touching goal. But the Saints there, they look as though they've got the bit between the teeth. They've had a few slatings in this last couple of weeks, and coach Mike McClellan, he's had his fair share of stick in the local press, but as I said, he can only coach them to the best of his ability, and you've got to leave them to do it actually out there on the pitch on the day. Bradford in possession, a 25 tap restart with that ball going dead. Craig Richards, big lad, had a good game last week against Widnes at Oddsall. But it's the other prop, John Hamer. Looks to turn it inside. Bradford in possession. Roger Simpson on to Hobbs. Kicks it downfield. Well, that's ball back. Yes, it bounces on the line. So if it bounces on the line, it's deemed in touch. That's where I slipped up the other week here. I think it was against Trafford Borough. One kick went in and I thought, well, that's in the field of play, but it's been brought back. It's on the line, it's deemed as in touch, so it's ball back to the place where Hobbs kicked it. Saints come up with the scrum. Well, they've got to repack. Sean Devine again. As I say, I apologise for the stanchion in your way there, but Saints take it blindside. Cooper on to Devine, on to Hunt. Well, two successive head tackles. Well, for moving up in an offside position when the ball was being played, and it's a chance now for Paul Loughlin to get Saints' first points on the board. A kick from the centre of the 25. Bradford being penalised. Certainly Saints looking sharp, and both Ward and George Mann running very hard in these early minutes. Just 4 minutes of play gone. No score. Mark Bailey going on as Sandman for Paul Loughlin. Saints regular goal kicker. Kicked 135 last season. And also weighed in with 17 tries. He's got 12 so far this season. We're looking for the 13th there. Strikes it well. Touch judges bang the flags up and Saints are on the board. 2 points to nil after 4 minutes. Bradford to get things underway again. Brett Itey kicking off. Solid Bradford tackling. Hobbs moving in there. Hobbs goes for the ball. Tries to hook it back, but Groves manages to get it onto Paul Jones. Bradford forwards coming in. Solid tackling, that's the name of the game. On to Kevin Ward. He has to take it flat, but he releases it. Beavers, Cooper along the line. Jonathan Griffiths playing in the unaccustomed role of centre this afternoon. Paul Loughlin over there on the far side. Shane Cooper, little chip kick through. Groves is following it. Sits up nice for Devine, but he's taken on the far side. Henderson Gill, the ex-Wigan winger, wraps him up. Saints reading it quickly. Cooper, Fairclough, gives the dummy, into space. Lovely ball to Quirk. Let's see what Quirk can do. Comes inside, on to George Mann. Still going his man, releases it to Beavers. Comes back to Fairclough. Cooper again, chips it through, but he's taken down by Richards. It's a knock-on, unless Saints can pick it up. Yes, Saints have possession. Another 6 tackles to make it count. 15 yards from the Bradford line. Groves moves it to the main stand side. Beavers tries to give the dummy. He releases it back to Groves. Well, second tackling there. Richards going in on Groves' back. Cooper, Fairclough. Good ball to George Mann. Inside, back to Connolly. Connolly striding through, wrapped up by David Hobbs. Saints putting the pressure on, leading by 2 points to nil and 10 yards from the Bradford line. It's going to be 6 again when Quirk picks it up. No, he's not allowed it this time. He's not giving a wave anyway. Quirk centre field. The ball kicked through, hit a Bradford man, came back and Quirk gathered it. But it's Saints now, just looking to penetrate this side. Beavers! Back pass there, tidied up on the far side. Good play from the Saints, enterprising play. Second row forward there, Furbank offside for Bradford. The up and under. And Cardle couldn't take it. The ball went dead directly from that Saints kick. And Bradford are going to restart through Brian Noble from a 25-yard tap onto Tony Marchant. Ex-Castleford flyer. Well wrapped up there, Paul Groves and Beavers. Saints penalised for not lining out correctly up to play the ball. Obviously you've got to be one man behind the other and judged to have been a diagonal. Bradford awarded the penalty. And David Hobbs, captain and coach at Bradford, finds touch just inside the Saints half on the main stand side here at Knowsley Road. 8 minutes gone, still 2 points to nil the score in Saints' favour, and it's been all Saints. Noble, Bradford along the line. Good hand off there, but Loughlin comes in. That's Paul Medley bursting through. Got Saints there into Steve McGowan. Quickly bang him down. Andy Fairclough, Les Quirk and Phil Beavers. And Phil Beavers there, as I said, in the second row. He's played everywhere for the Saints as Beavers, full back, centre wing. In the second row forward position today. Medley. Onto Cardle. Taken by Gary Connolly. Good tackle there. Medley inside. Simpson along the line. Hobbs. Onto Furbank. Loose play. Hunt went in for it. And wraps his opposite wingman Henderson Gill up there. And takes him back 10 yards. And Henderson Gill won't like that, will he? Bradford take it blindside. Red Ighty flicks it out there to Marchant. Good tackle. The try's been awarded, but it looks a good tackle on the far side. But quick play of the ball there. Brett Ighty moved it over to the left. The ball went to Tony Marchant, and he managed to force his way over in the corner. Good competitor, Tony Marchant, as I said, the ex-Castleford Flyer, moved over to Bradford, and he did well there. He went for the corner and was adjudged to have got the ball down right in the far corner. The restaurant and main stand side puts Bradford in the lead by 4 points to 2. This David Hobbs conversion attempt to come. Henderson Gill well taken back by Alan Hunt, but from the play of the ball, Brett Ighty, this New Zealander, just signed. It's his debut game, I think, for a full debut game anyway for Bradford. Moved the ball quickly blindside. Marchant was on hand, and he powered his way over in the corner. Hobbs there with a kick. Well, unlucky there. Hit the right-hand post and bounced out. So the score here at Knowsley Road after 10 minutes play. Saints 2, Bradford 4. So you might say the game going there with the try just against the run of play. The Saints making all the action, but they was made to pay for that on the far side. Loughlin kicks it deep. Ighty takes it on to Gerald Cardle. Big, powerful Welsh ex-Rugby Union wingman. Brian Noble, ex-Great Britain. Hooker there. The ball going on to Craig Richards. Noble again at dummy half, and Bradford bringing it blindside. It's John Hamer, the other prop forward, driving into the Saints defence. Looked a bit of a knock on there at the play of the ball, but Saints pressurising Bradford. Kevin Ward moving up there. The ball back at, well, it's got Wilkinson down there, but that certainly looks like Mumby at full back. Saints in possession there, Phil Beavers. Got a kick to touch for the penalty just awarded.
Mumby at full back. Is that Mumby at full back?
Yeah.
What's it?
So Saints, Paul Jones bringing the ball up to the halfway line. George Mann, and that is Keith Mumby at full back, given us Ian Wilkinson in the programme, but unlucky there. Jonathan Griffiths coming through to a lovely ball from Phil Beavers. Sorry about that duff information, but it's Beavers again. It looks as though he's moving it to the left. Kicks over to the far side. Still in the field of... Oh, I'm just going to say still in the field of play, but just rolling into touch. in goal on the corner of the Eddington and main stand side. Bradford take a quick tap. Haiti onto McGowan. Kevin Ward and Phil Beavers wrap him up. Bradford quick hands. Brett Haiti again, but he gets it away. But a knock on being ruled by referee Whitlam. Scrum down. 10 yards outside the Bradford 25. Divine to feed, but Bradford are penalised. An infringement at the scrum. David Hobbs going asking the referee what that penalty's been given for. Obviously not packing correctly. And say it's a kick up field. Fine touch, 15 yards from the Bradford line. Phil Beavers moves the ball in field. Shane Cooper. Andy Fairclough through one tackle, but second row forward Medley bounces him down. And it's Cooper moving it right on to Paul Jones. Well, high tackle again there by Furbank. And referee pounds on his chest again. Gary Connolly right in front of the sticks, 15 yards out again, so it's not making any headway, but no doubt Kevin Ward here, a forward charge, turns inside to Cooper. The ball's back, tidied up by Divine. Tries to dummy, a gap emerged, but it soon closed down, and Craig Richards again, rather enthusiastically there as second tackler. The referee's on the job, and we've got to leave him to it. Beavers, kick through, tidied up by Cornwall. Evades the tackle of George Mann, but super tackle from Beavers there. Comes in, right round Cornwall's legs. That's the way. The man can't go without the legs. He should tackle in numbers. One round the legs, one round the top to prevent him from spraying the ball. But it's Bradford bringing it blindside again. Prop forward John Hamer. Noble taking up the dummy half position. McGowan. Wrapped up by Cooper and Jones. As you said, the majority of this game now, 15 minutes all being played in the Bradford 25. But the kick downfield. Gary Connolly just letting it run, tidied it up. Medley quickly down. Medley upends Connolly. Divine attacks in half-back. States moving it on to Les Quirk, who goes in field. But solid Bradford tackling, holding back, and States will have to move it quick. Paul Jones on the diagonal run. Just inside the States 25. 4 points to 2 in Bradford's favour. Kevin Ward flicks it inside. Kicked on by Sean Divine. It's still up for grabs, and Mumby comes up with it. Veteran campaigner here at Bradford. Must have had about 13 seasons at Bradford Northern, or maybe longer. Certainly been a good servant to Bradford. Henderson Gill, he's got to get in. We know what this man's capable of when he was with Wigan. David Hobbs, short ball to Whitey, into space. Richards is with him. Good ball to Richards, but Loughlin has him. Well, it's going to be a knock-on. Richards there, he should have kept hold. He had Medley on his right. Good tackle from Paul Loughlin, a good try-saving tackle. He should have waited, he tried to release it. The ball was knocked forward. And certainly a chance of Bradford going and missing there. Sean Divine into space. Unlucky there, just taken down by Mumby. Cooper onto Ward. Couldn't take it. Simpson has it for Bradford. The game just warming up now. McGowan from acting half-back trying to scamper through. Cooper takes him down and Kevin Ward comes in to complete the tackle. Blind side, Bradford again. Hobbs onto Richards. Onto Cordley, can't take it. Loughlin does, gets possession. Medley comes in just to complete the tackle. Stop Loughlin getting up and playing the ball. Paul Jones, just outside his own 25. Well, a few handling errors in the last few minutes, but certainly a good game. Beavers looking for the space. He's into space now. Inside to Alan Hunt. Good run from Hunt, 20-odd yards. Griffiths now Saints moving it left. Griffiths gives the dummy. Northern are penalised for offside. Referee Whitlam moves over quickly. Play stopped midway between the Bradford 25 and the halfway line, and Shane Cooper, he's told referee Whitlam that we're going to kick for goal. Loughlin stepping up. For Groves now, stepping up. I beg your pardon, I was on about Groves, who's obviously earlier on sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes. Which Paul Loughlin now, about 37 yards out, just to the left of the posts. Fine day, no breeze whatsoever at present. Already kicked one this afternoon. Looking for his second. Strikes it well. Yes, right between the uprights. That ties the scores up, 4 points each. Grove just, as I said, that's what made me say his name, bobbing his head out of the dugout, ready to come back on. But he's been waved back in to the dugout by the officials, the sin bin officiators. Hobbs kicked off. Shane Cooper moves it out. Three-man Bradford tackle comes in, wraps him up quickly. Alan Hunt from the acting half-back position. Andy Fairclough now coming for the loop movement with Kevin Ward, but Ward gives the dummy, drives upfield, takes 10-15 yards, brought down 10 yards from the halfway line. Beavers, Paul Jones, quick hands in the order of the day. Jones bursting through. A tremendous run. Loughlin on his right, couldn't get it. Cardinal comes in and brings him down. Loughlin now at dummy half. Saints move it right. Divine, Cooper, on to Jonathan Griffiths, just losing his footing. But Saints have moved 50 yards virtually upfield, and they're just camped out outside the Bradford 25. It's the sixth and final tackle. Divine with the ball in his hand. It's touched the Bradford man. It's all on. Alan Hunt has it. Yes! Saints are in for a try! Well, that'll give the Saints spectators something to shout about, won't it? On the sixth tackle, Saints perhaps looked a bit in disarray, but Sean Divine, he lofted the ball up, it touched the Bradford man, and Alan Hunt following it up because the ball was all on. He caught it cleanly and touchdown just about 5 yards to the right of the sticks. So Saints in the lead now by 8 points to 4, and this Paul Loughlin conversion to come. Alan Hunt's first try of the season. And that was scored right on the 20th minute. So good follow-up play from the Saints there, and it's what it's all about, being alert, following the man with the ball, and the ball was in the air via Divine. Hunt followed it up and touchdown. Loughlin there kicks it right between the sticks, and Saints with a 6-point lead now, 10 points to 4. Perhaps a little bit fortunate, I suppose, for the Saints there, but they all count, don't they? Certainly Bradford will be disappointed about it. But full marks to Alan Hunt there, on hand, as Divine kicked it through. It's played on by the Bradford man, and Saints capitalised on it, and they're now in the lead by 10 points to 4. Bradford kick-off, Cooper kicks it back, takes up the run-in, on to Jonathan Griffiths. Jonathan Griffiths there is signed as the scrum half, and obviously Saints losing the scrum half. The once regular Neil Holding transferred to Rochdale for £50,000 on a 2-year contract. He felt he didn't fit into Mike McClellan's plans, and therefore Rochdale come in for him, and he took the option to go there. Kevin Ward taking the ball up to the 25. Groves Inside to Cooper. Good ball to Fairclough. Takes in possession, and certainly they're looking excellent value for the 6-point lead. Griffiths again. On to Jones. Groves. Cooper. Change of direction onto Paul Loughlin. Positional kicking from Loughlin over the head of Cardle. Is it going to bounce in touch? No, it's gone dead directly. Floated too deep. But Saints making a substitution now with Paul Farber coming on to replace Gary Connolly. But Connolly taking a knock. I think Phil Beavers may drop back to full back. And Farber going straight in the pack. And Farber looking to get it right in the action straight away. Henderson Gill it is. Out of 2 tackles, but he doesn't get past Kevin Ward there. You've got to get in on this man. Look at his legs there, shining in the sun. He must have half a ton of Vaseline on him. Well, it's a super tackle there. Alan Hunt forcing March up back. Haiti, positional kicking. But there, Phil Beavers drop back to full back. No problem, takes it well, runs it up the centre. Good ball to Loughlin, into space, works with him. Loughlin coming field. Oh, just knocked down by a Bradford man. Work gathers it. Surely the tackle count will be waved clean. No indication of the referee. Andy Fairclough, good ball to Cooper. Into space, Cooper. Flicks it back. Fairclough again. Saints looking rampant. Groves. The ball's down. Quirk tidies up. A knock-on going to be rude. Well, it certainly looked as though it came back to me. It was back this way. But referee Whiteman, he's ruled a knock-on. And all the arguing in the world won't make any difference, will it? Once again, I must apologise for the structure, this new video stand that's going to be erected, and the stanchion in your way there. All these stanchions, they always seem to be in the wrong place at the right time, don't they? But it's Bradford who win possession from that scrum. Mumby moving it left on to Furbank. Carl Furbank it is, I think. Noble at dummy half. Bradford moving it left. John Hamer. Big front row forward. Noble again. Simpson with him, but he missed Simpson out onto Mumby. Coming in. Mumby there, as I said, he's been a good servant for Bradford. Ex-international fullback. Hobbs. Captain and coach. Playmaker. On to Simpson. Just been on tour with the 1990 New Zealand touring party. On to Hobbs again, did well to take it. Positional kicking. Well, just evades Les Quirk's clutches and finds touch midway between the Saints 25 and their own line. It's going to be a scrum down to be formed. Just one scrum each. I make it one clean scrum each anyway in the game so far. 26 minutes gone. Saints with a 10 points to 4 lead. Sean Devine to feed once the scrum can be formed. Referee Whitelam is not happy with it. The ball goes in. Devine comes round the base of the scrum, picks up possession, but Furbank quickly in. Paul Farber. He's defied doctor's instructions. He played in the A team on Friday night. He's still waiting for official medical reports, but he's decided to play. Fairclough now brought down 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Loughlin at dummy half, onto Cooper, he moves it to Beavers. Good play of Beavers, play anywhere. And Groves quickly stepping up at the acting half-back. Saints going to move it infield. Cooper again, onto Kevin Ward. Back now to Sean Devine. Beats Marchwell, he tries to kick it. Well, knock-on going to be rude. Obviously Devine there, certainly a little bereft of ideas. And the ball being knocked on. Change over, it must have been on the 6th tattle. Haiti. But wrapped up there, Kevin Ward as a second tackler. And it's Paul Groves that wrapped him up initially. Richards, big lad, he's only 19 years of age. Had a good game, as I said, against Widnes at odds last week. Was took off late on. It's Furbank looking for support. On to Mumby. Bradford 10 yards from the Saints line. Bradford move it quickly. Simpson has to take it inside to Medley. Medley's in. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it over the line. All he had to do, Paul Medley, was fall over the line. Touchdown, and he lost it. The ball, therefore, going dead. And Saints take a quick tap from the centre of the 25. Good play there from Kevin Ward. Groves fed it to Ward. Ward made 15 yards. He fed it inside to Quirk, and Saints are up to the halfway. Andy Fairclough. Good ball to Cooper. Into space. On to Loughlin. Well, impartial as I am, I must say that certainly was a hint forward. But the break was there. Saints moving it quickly. The idea was right, but unfortunately, Saints getting caught out. Saints making a substitution. George Mann must have took a knock. Mark Bailey's coming on for him. Saints struggling with injuries. Beavers will be back in the pack now. Mark Bailey, is he going to full back? No, Loughlin to full back. Bailey in the centre. But George Mann obviously took a knock. And that's the injury list extended again. Evans with a hamstring. Bateman with ankle injury. Dwyer with a knee. Haggerty with an ankle injury. Tommy Frodsham with his shoulder. Gary Connolly took a knock, and now George Mann took a knock. But Bradford won the ball from the scrum, but they've knocked on. Scrum down to be formed again, just inside the Bradford half. It's going to be Saints feed this time. Sean Devine on the far side, just out of his shot. Saints come up with possession, but Saints penalised for feeding. And Bradford will kick upfield. It's probably be David Hobbs looking to penetrate into the Saints half. There he goes, he finds touch just about 8 yards short of the Saints 25. Bradford trailing by 10 points to 4. And moving the ball, Hobbs on to Medley. A good chance for Medley there to possibly level the scores up for Bradford, but it's on to Whitey. Gave the dummy. Just evades Groves' clutches, but he's in. Yes, good try there from Brett Whitey. He certainly walked through some slack Saints defence. He's about 20 yards out when he got the ball. He went past Paul Groves, and the other Saints tacklers couldn't hold him. No chance of Paul Loughlin, who's in at stand-off full-back, to tackle him. Or should I say stand in full-back, with Connolly going off injured. Then Phil Beavers having to go back in the pack. But George Mann is just going down the touchline now. He's going to the dressing room. Looks as though he's going to have to receive some treatment. I hope it isn't too serious. Perhaps get him sorted out, and maybe he'll be in contention for coming back in the second half. But Bradford reduced the deficit there, 10 points to 8 at present, and this David Hobbs conversion attempt, he was very unlucky. He just missed out on the Marchant try in the 9th minute. It just hit the post and came out. So similar position, and certainly a chance now for Hobbs to level the scores up. Strikes it well, yes. Good kick from Hobbs, right between the uprights. And the game back in the balance now at 10 points each. Certainly a good pulsating game, and Bradford hitting back. 2 individual tries there from about 20 yards out. IT involved in both of them. He moved it quickly to Marchant for his try, and he went on his own there, evading the Saints' clutches. Mumby now, running the ball upfield. He's lost possession. Bailey tidies up his first touch. Stretching for the line. He's brought down 10 yards short, right in front of the sticks. Saints will have to capitalise now and punish these Bradford mistakes. Cooper, Beavers, out to Quirk. Tries to get past Cardle, but he does well. Cardle wraps him up, and Saints moving infield. Cooper again, moving it along the line onto Farber. Straightening up. Craig Richards tries to release the ball from his grasp, but it's scrum half. Fairclough, I should say, beg your pardon. Andy Fairclough just lost for his name there. but he's tackled by his counterpart Roger Simpson right in front of the sticks. Cooper moving it left. Kevin Ward on a bullocking run right up to the sticks. Sixth and final tackle now. Shall we have a go for drop goal, or are we going to run it? Fairclough chips it up over to Hunt's wing. Hunt in again. Yes, he's in for another. Well, on the sixth tackle again, and Alan Hunt makes Bradford pay for the mistake. On the sixth tackle again, Fairclough lofts it up in the air, over to the far corner, and Hunt again. He won the chase for the ball. Obviously Henderson Gill over that far side, and that won't go down well with Henderson Gill, will he? He won't be smiling in that corner this afternoon. That's twice Hunt's done him. Hunt with a brace of tries, and Saints going to the lead again. Certainly a seesaw game, 14 points to 10 at present. Good play there. I thought Saints might have gone for a drop goal, and now there's certainly a chance of 6 points. We've already got 4 with that Alan Hunt try. He did well, followed the ball up, and it's Loughlin now, strikes it well across the face of the posts. The score remains 14 points to 10 with 6 minutes remaining of this first half, and it's certainly a pulsating game. Brett Itey, centre field. It's just slightly obscured by this stanchion. I believe this is going to be completed in about 3 weeks, and then we should be installed in the finished product. Shane Cooper in possession, 5 yards outside his own 25. Kevin Ward trying to go upfield on his own, but the ball, I'm sure, will be spread out this time. Groves. Paul Jones now with it via Andy Fairclough. Another try certainly won't go miss for the Saints before half-time interval, won't it? Fairclough onto Beavers, back to... Oh, unlucky. Medley comes up with it, releases it to Cardle. But Quirk comes in, Cardle has to go in field. Phil Beavers wraps him up. Unlucky there, the ball coming back to Andy Fairclough. He just couldn't get it, it bounced out, and Bradford came up with possession with Paul Medley. But it's Richards. Big front row forward. Noble gives the dummy, tries to bring it blindside, but he's going nowhere. Farber wraps him up. Solid tackle from Farber. And now with Hamer taking it centre field. Farber in again with Kevin Ward and Shane Cooper. Loves his rugby, Farber. Just hope the specialist reports are favourable as he can carry on his career. But it's Medley. Ex-Leeds and Halifax grafter going through there. Well, a knock on Simpson. Oh, Saints have come up in possession. Beavers has it. Groves. Cries from the faithful popular side here that Bradford were offside, but Jones does well and moves it over there to the far side. It's funny how they say horses for courses, but Paul Jones always seems to play well against Bradford. I don't know what it is, it's just one of those things, isn't it? He's having a good game today, is Paul Jones in the second row. Beavers does well to take it. Had to go down with the ball. Difficult take, within a chance of losing it, I should say. Sean Devine, positional kicking, saw the big gap on the far side. It bisected Henderson Gill and Keith Mumby, who was lurking over there on the far side. Found touch midway between the Bradford 25 and their own try line, and it's a scrum down to be formed. It's going to be Bradford feed with about 3 minutes of the first half remaining. Well, Saints penalised on the far side. Foot up is the signal there by referee Whitlam. Bradford are awarded the penalty. They're pegged, about 10 yards from their own line. And it's Hobbs, finds touch, midway between the halfway line and the Bradford 25. Noble to restart. Saints going to be penalised for offside. another penalty in quick succession going Bradford's way. Well, I made that all even on the penalties, 4 apiece, and twice either team has hooked from the scrum. But that's took Bradford, what, 60 yards upfield, and it's Furbank, feeds it inside. Noble, I think it is, that's now in possession. But Saints being penalised there. Bradford have gained 60 yards there with kicks. They're trailing by 14 points to 10, and they're looking to level it up or even go in front before the half-time hooter. On to IT again. Is he in? Yes, the try's awarded. He's certainly been the man of the match in this first half for Bradford. Scored 2 and involved in the other, and he levels the scores up now. 14 points apiece. 2 minutes remaining of the first half. So Bradford with IT and substitutes forward Daryl Shelford, both recent Rugby Union New Zealand acquisitions, and it's IT that's playing a blinder for Bradford. I said they moved 65 yards upfield through Saints being penalised, and once they've got within 15 or 20 yards of the Saints line, Bradford on the 3 occasions have made Saints pay for the mistakes. IT with 2 tries, quickly taken there, and Tony Marchant with the other one. He was put through by Brett IT, and a chance now for Hobbs to put Bradford in the lead once again. Strikes it well, but it's waved away. So 14 points each, certainly a golden chance for Hobbs there. Bradford with 3 tries and just 1 Hobbs goal. That's their 14 points. Saints 14 points coming from Alan Hunt, 2 tries, and Paul Loughlin's trusty boot with 3 goals. Perhaps have about 30 seconds of play remaining as Sean Devine gets us underway. Comes to Gerald Cardle, comes down the blind side. Well, there's the half-time hooter. So half-time, as obviously the home fans are a little bit displeased with it, but certainly a pulsating game, a seesawing game. Saints up the score in the 4th minute courtesy of a Paul Loughlin penalty goal. Then Bradford hit back with a Marchant try in the 9th minute. Saints with another Paul Loughlin penalty goal, and the score's wrapped up at 4 points each. Then Alan Hunt got a try, goal by Loughlin. Saints with a 6 points lead, 10 points to 4. Brett Ity, goal by Hobbs, 10 apiece again. Then a Hunt try, going unconverted, and an IT try, going unconverted in the 38th minute. So the scores all level, 14 points each here at half-time. And we look forward to a pulsating second half. Back with you now for the second half of this Stones Bitter League Championship game. The first here at Nosey Road this season. The scores all tied at 14 points each at half-time. And I just hope that today's match day sponsors British Gas and Rex Freeman and his guests are enjoying it. It's certainly a pulsating game, and we can hopefully look forward to further scoring in the second half. Also today's match day mascot Wayne Hazelden, 5-year-old Wayne. No doubt he'll be on tenterhooks, 14 points apiece, and certainly a good game. Bradford in the lead in the try stakes by virtue of 3 tries to 1 goal and 1 goal to David Hobbs. Saints through 3 Paul Loughlin goals and 2 Alan Hunt tries. It's Sean Devine getting us underway, and hopefully when the Saints score all the tries down at the clubhouse this second half, we'll get an uninterrupted view with no stanchions blocking us at that end. It's Bradford in possession. Craig Richards driving it diagonally, moving it over to the right wing. Noble from dummy half. So Brett Ity back to Hobbs, positional kicking upfield. Loughlin takes it well. Saints team having to be reshuffled through injury, but Loughlin driving it up, centre field, brought down midway between the halfway line and his own 25. Paul Jones now taking up the running. Mark Bailey on his, I beg your pardon, Les Quirk on his left, and Andy Fairclough on his right, but it's Cooper, turns it inside. Fairclough does well. Well, the referee had to think about that there. Cooper holding it and then releasing it to Andy Fairclough. He thought Cooper was going to be tackled in possession, but he released it, couldn't take it cleanly. And referee Whitlam orders a scrum down. Brett Highty to feed. Bradford with the first scrum of the second half. Well, Saints hook the ball. Andy Fairclough onto Farber. Beavers. Lovely ball to Bailey. Work on his outside and a rather head-high tackle again. We're going unnoticed by the officials this afternoon. Devine along the line. Cooper on to Loughlin. He did well to take that. It was certainly a bullet pass from Shane Cooper, but Loughlin linking up as the extra man. Second row forward there for Bradford. Offside, Carl Furbank. Made no move to get back onside. He was waiting for Saints to play the ball quickly, but he was penalised. Referee Whitelam on the job, and he's forcing, or trying to force, Brian Noble, the hooker, and John Hamer back. The required 10 yards for Loughlin to attempt this penalty goal conversion attempt. Virtually 35 yards out, just to the right of the sticks. Loughlin been successful with 3 goals this afternoon. That makes his tally 15 for the season. But Bradford penalised early on there. Nearly 3 minutes of the game gone, and Saints looking to go into the lead once again. Loughlin strikes it well. Has it gone to the left? It has. It's gone to the left of the sticks. The score still remains the same, 14 points each. So Hobbs, good kick. Cooper kicked it in field. Well, we can't complain about that after somebody just below us saying he wasn't pleased with Cooper's play this afternoon. Well, he certainly saved the ball going into touch there. Saints are in possession. It's Jones going cross field. Flicks it to Andy Fairclough. Gives the dummy. Flicks it inside to Groves, and Saints on the charge again. Groves into space. High tackle again by Medley this time. John Hamer coming in as second man. But certainly the Saints not getting any protection from these head-high tackles this afternoon. Kevin Ward. Richards quickly in. And second row man, Carl Furbank. Beavers has to take the tackle. Bradford coming in numbers. Certainly sticking to the task. 3-man tackle there. And Cooper getting Saints underway. Farber running straight, centre field. Sixth and final tackle for the Saints. On to Beavers. Chip through, into touch. It's going to be a scrum. Well, there's Beavers. Was it Beavers taken after the ball had gone? He's laying prone on the ground there. But the referee, he's waving players away. The touch judge has seen it. He did come on the field. But Phil Beavers taken out there as he kicked the ball into touch. A good grubber which found touch just short of the Bradford 25. It's Medley that's been spoken to. Perhaps the referee is just waiting to see the extent of Phil Beavers' injury, even though he's not over there. He's talking to Medley. We've got Saints physio Jeanette Smith and the assistant physio Ron Wright there, but it certainly doesn't look well for Beavers, and he's been sent off, I think. No, he's not. I do beg your pardon. He's just been warned. Well, one man gets sent off for dissent for querying a try in the corner. Paul Groves. Medley there flattens Phil Beavers, and he's still on the field. There's no justice in that, is there? The penalty goal attempt for Paul Loughlin again. Obviously referee Whitlam gaining no fans with the Saints faithful. There's definitely no consistency in decisions like that. Well, he's back up and about. He's Phil Beavers, the tough these Aussies, aren't they? They take some clog, and he's back to full fitness. A chance for Lachlan now to put Saints into the lead. 6 minutes of play gone in the second half. Lachlan lofts it high, but it's not true. Pulls to the left of the sticks. Another chance going a begging for the Saints there. The score still remains 14 points each, and Bradford to drop out from between from the centre of the 25-yard line. Hobbs again. He's having a go over the other side this time. Trying the Les Quirk wing. Quirk stops it with his foot. Brings it up. But sandwiched there with Richards. The ball's loose. Groves has it. Play's allowed to go on. A good tackle there from Richards and Furbank. The ball was released, but Paul Groves down on it like nobody's business. Another Bradford man offside there again. It's Furbank. But it's on to Farber. Bursting through. Looking to get up and play the ball, and Noble penalised this time for holding Farber's leg. Going to be a kick for goal this time, will it? Yes. He's going to have another go for goal. Well, he's only doing it on captain's instructions. Right on the halfway line. 15 yards to the left of centre. Last season against Bradford, over there at Oddsall, Saints got beat by 28 points to 18. We redeemed ourselves here at Nosey Road, winning by 32 points to 10. But unfortunately in the Premiership first round at Oddsall last season, Saints went down 25 points to 8, with the scoreline flattering Bradford was going to come with a bit of a late flourish. Coach Paul Lachlan. 3 attempts in the first 8 minutes of the second half. And is it third time lucky? Doesn't look like it. Being waved away. Waved to the left of the sticks. So Bradford, action replay again to drop out from the centre of the 25-yard line. Certainly things not got underway really in the opening minutes of the second half after such a pulsating first half. Scores all tied, 14 points each. Well, that's another penalty. The ball being kicked directly into touch. Now will Lachlan have a go now for goal? Surely he must, if he's had 3 there, yes. If he had 3 in quick succession, they've gone failed. He shouldn't have any problem right in front of the sticks this time. The crowd looking for tries. Saints fitness conditioner there. Dave Reed just going on as Sandman. And Lachlan's 4th attempt in just under 10 minutes. Positions himself, composes himself, strikes it well. Saints take the lead once again. 16 points to 14 after 10 minutes of the second half, and Bradford penalised because from the kick-off, the ball going directly into touch, the ball being brought back to where the kick was taken from, and Lachlan had no trouble this time kicking it over. Bradford kick-off again. Cooper feeds it inside, Alan Hunt going diagonally across field, straightens up now. And, well, that's another superb head tackle from Carl Furbank. Bradford come up with possession. Henderson Gill with the ball. Got to get into this man. We don't want him showing us his big white pearlies, do we? Noble. On to Hamer. Jones brings him down. Cooper in attention. Noble again. Bradford going to move it to the right. On to Craig Richards. Big, powerful lad. 5 yards from the Saints line now with Bradford in possession. Hobbs turns into Furbank. The ball's down. A knock-on being ruled. Unfortunately, Saints just couldn't get in there quickly. The ball tidied up by a Bradford man, but the knock-on given as Hobbs and Furbank tried to work a planned move. The ball going to ground and a scrum down to be formed. Devine feeds and he brings it blindside. Looking for support. He gets it there. Is it Mark Bailey? Just obscured by a stanchion. No, it's Jonathan Griffiths. Bradford tackling like terriers, moving up very quickly. Kevin Ward beats the first line of defence, beats the second line, and it's Brad Haiti that brings him to ground. But it's Sage now running hard. Farber into Cooper. Loughlin linking up. Well, Hobbs going in there after Richards had made the initial tackle. Groves, Farber, beats one, turns inside, releases it now. Sean Devine. Saints bring it up to the halfway line. It's the sixth and final tackle of this sequence. 16 points to 14 the score in Saints' favour and 12 minutes gone of the second half. The ball lofted up, marching to full-back. Gathers it safely, Saints come in on him. And Andy Fairclough, one of the tacklers there with Mark Bailey. Medley streaking away from the acting half-back position. He's wrapped up well. 3 Saints tacklers finally bring him to ground. Just about 5 or 6 yards outside his own 25-yard line. McGowan, I think that is. And it's Noble stepping up as acting halfback. Bradford in possession, trailing by 2 points. 16 points to 14 the score. On to Richards. Simpson coming for the loop movement, but Richards couldn't release it. Hobbs, positional kicking. Can Paul Loughlin cut it off? He can. He does well. Read it well. And Loughlin coming back into centre field. Terrific pace from this international centre three-quarter. But Cardwell comes in now. Griffiths in possession. Griffiths rounds his man. Oh, a superb tackle from Roger Simpson. And then Henderson Gill coming in, just roughing him up a little bit. Fairclough, Beavers. Looking for the gap, Beavers. Trying to release it, can't do so. Wrapped up by Hamer and Hobbs. Saints moving it again. Kevin Ward turns in the tackle, looking to release. He does. Andy Fairclough's there. 10 yards short of the halfway line. Certainly both the defences tightened up in this second half. Cooper onto Jones. Looking for the gap. Still Saints pegged back by the solid Bradford tackling. 6 tackle now. Onto Groves. Back to Beavers. Boots it deep. Tony Marchant, it bounces kindly for him, sits up. Marchant coming up, he takes the outside, but Shane Cooper wraps him up. Les Quirk comes in, and Marchant is forced to the ground. Bradford very slow to get back onside, and Saints hope to contain them there in their own 25. Well, super solid tackling from the Saints. Cardwell coming up, a big Welshman, and he's dispatched forthwith into the touch on the main stand side here at Rosie Road. Scrum town to be formed just outside the Bradford 25. Saints feed, Sean Devine to feed, and let's hope Saints can make these 6 tackles that they're going to get, hopefully from scrum possession, count, and give them an 8-point margin. Well, feeding there. Bradford awarded the penalty. Devine alleged to have fed the scrum. So David Hobbs is going to kick over to the main stand side for the added yardage from the penalty award for feeding the scrum. He finds touch just short of the halfway line. 15 minutes gone of the second half. Just that one score via Paul Loughlin's trusty boot on the 4th attempt. Noble attacked in halfback, moving it infield. Simpson on to Richards. He's trying to turn in the tackle, but Phil Beavers quickly in there, wrapped him up round the top after good spade work from Jones and Ward. Noble again. Simpson looking for the loop movement. He gets it this time, but an obstruction there with Furbank. Just getting a little tied up. Hobbs again. McGowan. Well wrapped up. Cooper and Bailey. Bradford looking to penetrate the Saints ranks. Simpson showing the ball. 6th and final tackle for Bradford. What will they do with it now? Haiti there. Certainly have to be closed down. It's Hobbs. Kicks for touch. Alan Hunt gathers in his in goal area. Steps out to one tackle, Alan Hunt. Beats two. He's on his way, Hunt. 15 yards from his own line. He did well there. And it's Paul Jones taking up the running. Bradford in 2s and 3s and looking to release the ball. But Jones has it clamped safely. Cooper onto Ward, looking for support. There's Fairclough. Well, a high tackle and a punch thrown in. The referee's right on the job. Yes, he has gone in, but Simpson there, he slung one in. He wrapped Andy Fairclough up, and then he gave him an uppercut, a right uppercut. Worthy of one from Frank Bruno, that. But Simpson's in there. He's just being reprimanded. Well, as I said again, there's no justice, is there? One man gets sent off, or sin-binned, for answering back to the referee. Bradford have gone in there on 2 occasions that they've been caught, numerous occasions that they haven't, and just been warned. But Saints have been awarded the penalty. Into Bradford 25 now. The Saints crowd get behind them. They're leading by 16 points to 14. They're looking for the first win in the league. I know it's only the second game, but both of these teams went down last week in their respective games, and it's Kevin Ward, centre field, powering his way up, 15 yards short. Groves ran the scamper through. About 5 yards short is Groves. He's held up in the tackle. Certainly good will of the wisp is Paul Groves. Saints pretty quickly. Fairclough, short ball to Jones. Saints have to lie deep a bit, but it's the 6th and final tackle. Fairclough, yes! Good try for Fairclough! Fairclough going over there on the 6th tackle again. Paul Jones was brought down 5 yards short. Fairclough attacked in half-back. He took it up, he saw the gap, he went for it, he dived over. It's his debut match in the actual starting lineup at Knowsley Road. He was in the starting lineup at Hull, but he goes over there in a dream try for this lad. Extend Saints lead now, 20 points to 14, and Paul Loughlin here now. Surely he's not going to make any mistake. Loughlin now, 15 yards out, wagons it between the sticks, no problem. 22 points to 14 the score, and it certainly gives Saints a bit of breathing space. A good play there from the Saints. They certainly attacked the Bradford line. He's on the 6th tackle with Paul Jones, as I said, just going short. Up Fairclough there, he did well, he saw the gap and he went for it. Certainly as he gets more experience in this first team, he'll come on from strength to strength. Had rave reports in the A team. And it's, if there's anything to go by, we're short of a good standoff here at St Helens. We've been short of a good standoff for quite a number of seasons. And let's hope that Andy Fairclough will fit the bill. Groves out to Cooper. Cooper saw the gap, but it soon closed. Hobbs, veteran campaigner. Hobbs, he saw the hole emerging and quickly closed it down. Loughlin boots it deep. Marchant takes it well after a little bit of barracking for the home crowd. Simpson attacked in half-back. On to Henderson Gill. On to Marchant. Marchant well wrapped up there. Paul Loughlin at full-back. He's pointing, telling his players to line out. Perhaps the kick coming through, but Haiti into space again. Short pass there to Medley, which I must say looked a hint forward, and Medley there again. He loses the ball over the line. Hunt out to Farber. Saints keeping it going. On to Jonathan Griffiths. Craig Richards coming. Oh, good hand off there on Richards. But a superb tackle by Craig Richards. They both shake hands there, acknowledge the competition. But Medley again. The pass there from Haiti. He's been involved in all this play for Bradford this afternoon. He passed it to Medley. It did look a hint forward. It was allowed to go on. But a superb tackle again by the Saints. And Medley lost it again over the line. It was quickly gathered, and Alan Hunt came out onto Jonathan Griffiths, and he was just forced into touch in the Bradford half here, right below our commentary position. Halfway through the second half now, Saints with a 22 points to 14 lead. Saints being penalised at the scrum, obviously not packing on the correct blade of grass. So Bradford come up with a penalty. They're a bit of a shamble, these scrums. They'll have to be sorted out. But Bradford find a touch just short of the Saints 25. Brian Noble to get us underway. Saints penalised for not retiring the required 10 yards. Well, certainly referee Whitelam is doing his best to get Bradford on the board, isn't he? Shelford, the substitute. Well, Tarver's come up with possession. But it's Shelford adjudged to have gone into touch. The ball was flicked out. Farber came up with it. He held onto it firmly. But to scrum down is ruled by referee Whitelam. Sean Devine to feed. Let's see what he makes of this one. Well, he lets it go. Saints come up with possession. Paul Loughlin. Beavers at dummy half. On to Cooper. Good ball to Griffiths. Into space. Bailey's with him. He bamboozles the Cardinal there. He's still going, his Griffiths. On to Fairclough. Quick play from the Saints. Cooper again. On to Beavers. Bringing it over to the right. Solid tackling, force him down. Saints within 35 yards of the Bradford line after moving from virtually their own line. Cooper again. Kevin Ward turns in the tackle. Looking for support. Groves looms up, but Ward can't release it. Phil Beavers taking a knock, another knock this afternoon. Certainly been in the walls, had his first years of knockings this afternoon. Paul Jones. Well, referee stopped play on the far side. The touch judges come on. Probably a penalty for the Saints. We're just following Paul Jones as he went through. Well, let's see who he has out this time and what he's going to do. It's McGowan. This is only the third Bradford player he's spoken to. No doubt he'll just tap him on the bottom and tell him to be a good lad and everything will be all right. Which he does. There you are. Told you, didn't I? Saints are awarded the penalty. And Paul Loughlin with another chance to extend the Saints lead. Obviously just out of our vision there with me following Paul Jones, but McGowan must have come in and committed an infringement against a Saints player. And a chance now for Paul Loughlin. Already tagged 5 this afternoon. 24 minutes of the game gone. Loughlin there composing himself, 10 yards in, about 30 yards out. Waved away by the touch judges. Unfortunately, not had his kicking boots on this afternoon. The usually reliable Paul Loughlin, but he's got 5, and he must have missed about 5. And Gary Connolly coming back, running down the touchline, limbering up. Our Saints going to make another substitution as Bradford kick off. Jonathan Griffiths playing well in the centre this afternoon, and I'm sure today's match day sponsors, British Gas, with Rex Freeman and his guests, will be lapping this game up this afternoon, and I think they've got to adjudicate on the man of the match. They find it perhaps a difficult proposition. But Griffiths has had a good game. Hunt with his 2 tries. Andy Fairclough has played well in the standoff berth. There he is again. Fairclough lofts it over. Well, Quirk can't get it, but Cardinal knocks on. It's going to be all on. Quirk gets it at the second bite. Beavers on to Cooper. Stretching through Cooper. Support from Sean Devine. He releases it. Quirk again. It's all on. It's waved all right by the referee. Quirk in possession on the far side. Saints within 15 yards of the Bradford line. Kevin Ward straightens it up. Turns in the tackle. Beavers moves up again. He's a good leader, Beavers. There's no danger. He's had 2 or 3 knocks and he's been all over the pitch. Divine, Cardle knocks on again. Well, Cardle, he made a hash of it last week at Oddsall, couldn't catch it, and Widnes capitalised and got a try. Twice in quick succession there. It's gone over to his wing and he's fumbled the ball. And Saints are going to have the feed at this scrum. "14 minutes of the half remaining. Saints with a 22 points to 14 lead. And Saints penalised yet once again at the scrum. Shane Cooper going over. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't give him 10 minutes in the sin bin. As Cooper's going over, obviously Sean Divine's not pleased with it, but it's all right this time. He's let it go. He's awarded the penalty to Bradford. They find touch just outside their own 25. John Hamer. Noble at dummy half, bringing it inside to Richards. Bradford moving upfield there. They gained about 20 yards, approaching the halfway line. Haiti now on to Furbank, into space. Saints tacklers come in, lofted ball for Henderson Gill. He can't take it. He's taken down by Alan Hunt. Lofted ball there to try to get Henderson Gill underway, but it went directly into touch. A scrum down to be formed on the Saints 25, 10 yards in, with Divine to feed. Paul Loughlin just receiving treatment there. I think it's Paul Loughlin. Just taking a knock in that tackle. Just had treatment from Jeanette Smith, Saints physio. He's back on. And it's Cooper now at feeding the scrum. Jonathan Griffiths, centre field. Cooper again onto Quirk. He rounds Cardle. Is it to spaces, Quirk? Can he beat Marchant? Yo, what a failure! Quirk going in behind the sticks. Just being cut off there by Henderson Gill. Oh, it's coming back. Play's been brought back. Obviously an infringement. Well, there will be some booing when they find out the refs brought him back. And following play, the scrum down to be formed, 10 yards inside the Saints half. Well, what a superb try that would have been if it allowed to stand. Quirk showed his blistering pace round Cardle and then Marchant. Well, it's a Bradford feed. And Bradford moving quickly up to the Saints 25. Just getting carried away there. I've not had much chance to get carried away this season so far. But that one going to miss. Saints still in the lead by 22 points to 14 and about 11 minutes of normal time remaining. On to Furbank, short ball to Simpson, coming crossfield, on to McGowan, on to Shelford, but on to Henderson Gill. It's allowed to go, it did touch the ground. We've got to get into Gill and wrap him up. Short ball to Marchant, inside to Hamer. Marchant looking for the return pass, and perhaps Bradford's best play of this second half. To Furbank, Simpson looking for the gap, Groves wraps him up. Is it Farber that comes in? It is a second tackler, but Groves wrapped him up there. Farber lending his extra 14-15 stone. McGowan on to Hobbs. Saints tidy it up, but a knock on being ruled. Scrum down to be formed midway between the Saints try line and their own 25. Haiti comes up with possession. Calls of offside from the partisan crowd over on the far side, but it's Bradford still in possession. And on the other occasions in the Saints 25, they've made Saints pay. But this time it's McGowan, he's wrapped up centre field. Farber and Cooper. Simpson again. Straightens up, driving towards the sticks. Only a slightly built lad, but well wrapped up there by Phil Beavers. And it's Noble at dummy half. Marchant sees the gap, tries to go for it, but well wrapped up. Hamer wants a quick play of the ball. He releases it right to Hobbs. Short ball onto Richards. He's over, he stretches. Good try from Richards. As I said, on the other occasions, Bradford have made Saints pay in the 25, and they did again on that occasion. A try from this 19-year-old prop forward, Craig Richards, reduces the deficit to 22-18 with a Hobbs conversion to come. Mark Wilson, substitute back for Bradford, waiting to come on. We'll have to wait till this Hobbs conversion attempt.
Who did you come on for?
Came up at Mumbai at half-time.
Mumbai at half-time.
So it's David Hobbs on the far side, just about 5 yards in, just outside the 25. Well, then the luck's with you. Good kick from Hobbs, kicks it up. It hits the left hand upright and bounces in this time. So that makes the score 22 points to 20. Bradford make the substitution now, with Mark Wilson coming on for John Hamer. With about 8 minutes of normal time remaining, that certainly puts the game in the balance. Saints are leading by the 2 points, but there'll certainly be some fireworks in these last 8 minutes. Saints kick it deep. Fairclough comes in, also Griffiths. Good shoulder charge from Griffiths on Paul Medley. Thank you very much, says Paul Groves, as Furbank loses it, but it's Griffiths now, gives the dummy, drives towards the line, turns in the tackle, couldn't release it. Saints in possession in the Bradford 25, 15 yards from the line. Kevin Ward. You good ball to Divine. Just brought down 5 yards short. Paul Jones, dummy half. But Saints have been awarded a penalty, holding down in the tackle. 7 penalties to 5, I make it in Saints' favour this second half. And I think Paul Laughlin's going for goal to extend the Saints' lead to 4 points. And what would it have been if Paul had been successful with the penalty goals? I think he's missed 5, that's 10 points going a begging. But also you must remember that Bradford, with Medley, has been over the line twice and lost it twice, I'm very pleased to say. But what a game it could have been. Certainly there a chance of another 10 points at least each for either side. But it's Paul Laughlin, 20 yards out, just to the left of the posts. A vital penalty conversion attempt. Bangs it between the uprights. $24 points to 20. 6 minutes remaining. Ighty there from the centre spot to get us underway. Shane Cooper just knocks it back. Alan Hunt gathers it. Comes centre field. The Bradford reception committee. And it's Furbank forcing Hunt back a couple of yards. Well, Kevin Ward just been adjudged as the man of the match. Chosen by our sponsors today, British Gas, courtesy of Rex Freeman and his guests. But it's Phil Beavers. Saints living a little dangerously under the shadow of their own posts. But it's Kevin Ward there, driving the ball up to the 25, inside to Fairclough. Bailey's with him on the right, on the left, I beg your pardon. Just getting carried away again, but Fairclough, he ran well, 50 yards upfield, and it's Cooper now. Bradford slow getting back on side. Laughlin into space, out to Bailey, on to Quirk. Oh, I thought he'd give it inside to Bailey again, but Saints moving a full 75 yards upfield there. And nearly paying off with a try in the corner, but good work there. Andy Fairclough hurrying through. Bailey loomed inside on his left, but he didn't see him coming. Then it was moved over to the far left corner, and Bailey and Quirk combining, but Quirk couldn't squeeze in at the corner. Scrum down, Saints push at the scrum. Haiti there still with the ball in his possession. Well, he's knocked on behind the scrum surely. But referee Whitlam lets it go. Bradford in possession. They've got to hold, Saints have got to hold them in their own 25. They're only about 5 yards short of their own line. There's 4 minutes of time remaining. Saints with a 4 points lead, 24 points to 20. Henderson Gill taking up the running, looking for a bit of brilliance from this man. He seemed to be tackled and then he got up again. Short ball there onto Richards. Haiti along the line, hits McGowan. Saints trying to capitalise on it. It's with Marchant now. Mark Bailey wraps him up. Sixth and final tackle signified. Simpson juggles with it, tries to chip it through. Taken by Shelford. Plays allowed to go on, it's on the sixth tackle. Well, a lofted pass. Knocked on surely, it's on the sixth tackle. It'll be the changeover. Well, Bradford moving upfield 50 yards there, and they certainly made a hash of that. And it's Cooper centre field. Does a pirouette, brings it back into centre. Wilson going in rather enthusiastically. Sean Devine from acting half-back, scampering through. 30-yard burst from this lad. Corvo wants a quick play the ball. Saints leading by 4 points and 2 minutes of time remaining. Kevin Ward, the sponsors man of the match, in possession, still driving upfield, looking to release. On the Bradford 25 now, Groves inside to Fairclough, on to Jonathan Griffiths. Jones is looming, short ball to Jones. Beats one tackle, comes inside. Craig Richards over the top, Simpson had him wrapped up. Jonathan Griffiths now, good ball to Loughlin. Oh, just taken down by an ankle tap. But he looks as though he's took a knock there as Paul Loughlin. Yes, he's down as Cooper goes for the drop goal. Not Saints have tried to make Bradford pay and get a try on the board. But Loughlin receiving treatment. Cooper there failing with the drop goal. Henderson Gill in possession for Bradford. Tightly contested game this afternoon, as you can tell by the scoreline of 24 points to 20. All square at half time at 14 points apiece. On to Hobbs, lofted ball to Simpson, lofted ball over to Shelford. Have to make no mistake this time. Hunt and Jonathan Griffiths, this right wing partnership, wrap him up. Simpson again, shows the ball as if to kick, and then he's wrapped up by Kevin Ward. Bradford in possession, but it's in their own half. Haiti now, you can't give this lad a minute. On to Cardwell, but it was a bad ball from Haiti, probably the worst thing he's done this afternoon. But there's no chance of Cardwell getting that. It was down by his bootlaces. It just relieves the pressure a bit for the Saints. It's a scrum down with the Saints feed, 10 yards outside the Bradford 25. We're just waiting for the full-time hooter to go, and Saints in the lead by 24 points to 20. Cooper feeds and Cooper gets possession. On to Mark Bailey. Wrapped up centre field, McGowan and Marchant's in there digging for the ball. Fairclough on to Jones. Diagonal run brings play up to the 25. There's the full-time hooter. Saints with the first league win of this season's campaign, going by 24 points to 20. Certainly a good game. Bradford contributing to it. Saints points coming from 6 Paul Loughlin goals, 2 Alan Hunt tries and an Andy Fairclough try. Bradford did score 4 tries, but I suppose Hobbs' goal kicking let him down. He was over the line twice, Medley, and he lost possession. But I'm sure Saints and coach Mike McClellan and all the supporters will be grateful of the 2 points in the league championship table. So after 4 teams going down last week to narrow defeats, it's Saints that beat Bradford here at Nosey Road, 24 points to 20 the final score, and we're home again next week versus Hull KR. So I hope you can join us. Thanks once again. I hope Rex Freeman and his guests from British Gas have had a good afternoon this afternoon, and also that today's match day mascot Wayne Hazelden, he'll be very pleased that Saints have finally secured a win.